Welcome to Slice of Life Comedy at Pulp Lounge. Yeah, thanks for coming out, everyone. We are so happy you are here. This is going to be a fabulous show tonight. Yeah, give us some noise. That's right, we are simulcasting on not one but two different web channels right now. So we are on IamAVL FM, right? So Kelly and I, who produce this show, Kelly, your host for this evening, Kelly Rowe, and I'm Michelle Shee. We have a radio show on IamAVL FM, Michelle and Kelly's Slumber Party, Wednesday, 4 to 6, just to give us a plug, and on IamAVL FM, and we are also being simulcast on IamAVL.com on TV, web TV. So I hope my dress. Does it look okay, Kelly? Thanks.
It looks good.
Thanks, sweetie. Great. So we've got some drink specials going on tonight. Give some love to Justin, your bartender. He's been making up some pretty wild concoctions. He's got some. We've got some suave agave, some blood orange spice, some domestic violets. That's my favorite for tonight, right? And blackberry mint mojitos, and of course PBR and Goose Island. So we got a lot of good things going on here. And we've got, as always, a raffle. Our raffle tonight is for IamAVL FM. We are a nonprofit community radio station. We've got a lot of great shows on IamAVL FM, not just Michelle and Kelly's, but also we are being simulcast tonight thanks to Ben Atkins, who is on the show tonight, and his show is Your Only Option. Yep, great show. 10 to midnight on Saturdays. We love him. We appreciate him. And our raffle tonight, we've got the Orange Peel has given us some tickets for the raffle. We've got a wrestling event going on here, which is pretty wild. And we've got gyps. Wait, what? Is it fun? What? Zombie Queen is playing on that. Our girl, Tinny. Woo! Zombie Queen. She's going to come out here and play for us in a second. Her band is on March 26th, and also 2 tickets to Grizz, so you could win that, and T-shirts. We got lots of T-shirts. It all goes to IamAVL FM, 100% of the proceeds. We really appreciate it because we're doing a lot of things to get our our FCC license to be on the real FM dial, so we really appreciate that. A couple things I do want to remind new comics who are on the show tonight, please look for the light. When we give you a light, that's how we give it to you a minute before your set is up. Just kind of do that. Helps keep the show going. The bathrooms are out in the hall. Everyone turn their phones down to vibrate. Put it where it feels good. And let's see. So the feature tonight, of course, is Jack White. Tom Sheaf. Sorry. I've been trying to white stripe our relationship, but it doesn't really work because we have a child, and it works here in the hills of North Carolina, but anywhere else it doesn't really work. So but he's a great guy, and he is a funny guy. I'm just going to make this as awkward as possible. No. He's the writer for the IamAVL Disclaimer. And do y'all read that? The Mountain Express every week, right? Fabulous. Hilarious. Give that a round of applause, please. Thank you. And along with Carrie, who's on the show tonight, they do the Disclaimer Lounge. They have a lot of stand-up comedy in town. Every Wednesday night at the Southern is an open mic. If you want an open mic, that's where you go, 8 o'clock at the Southern. They have free comedy at the Grove Park Inn, 8:15. It's free. It's at the Piano Lounge, which is pretty cool. And they bring in a lot of big names, too, at the Lab, the back room at the Lab, which is a great place. And I know I'm giving a lot of plugs, but you got to remember, he's my baby daddy. and baby needs things, right? And I might be drunk and heckling at the back of the room later, so we gotta balance things out for karma. So anyway, I'm just teasing. And your host for the evening is, of course, my new favorite friend, my new girlfriend. Come here, baby.
Oh my God. The rumors are not true.
It's not true. I haven't seen her naked yet. All right.
Not yet.
All right. Anyway, have a great show. And everyone out there in Happy Lands, have a great show.
All right, everybody. Keep it going for Michelle Sheehan and make some noise. We are live on Asheville FM right now. We are live on IamAVL right now. This is just the world we live in, people. This is just okay, clap your hands if the first thing you do when you wake up is look at Facebook. Clap your hands, be real. I know a lot of you. Okay, I just wanted to know. It's fine. Make some noise, everybody. We have Tom Sheave here headlining tonight. I'm so excited to have him here. We have some really special guests in the audience, some new timers, so I'm really excited about tonight. When I was getting dressed today, it pumps me up because I just lost like 70 pounds. Like, I just lost so much weight. And people are like, how did you lose the weight, you know? And I just tell them, like, I eat a lot of popcorn and I just poop a lot. Like, it's just the truth. That's why there's popcorn on all of your tables. Because it's fiber and it's good for you. And it's like, that's my secret. It really is. And I didn't eat for like 6 months. It wasn't like an eating disorder. I said it was something ceremonial, but really I was just trying to do better. I'm getting ready for the summer, and I'm so excited that the weather's better and we're heading towards the summer. So I've been running a lot recently. When I go running, like I have such ADD. I'm always looking in other directions and tripping and falling. It really looks like I'm like a hurt gorilla. Like I'm just waiting on animal control to show up and shoot me in the neck with a dart. It can get pretty ugly. Sometimes I like to look at myself in the reflection just to say, like, oh shit, like I need to keep running. I'm looking kind of good, but like I need to keep running. So, and I run downtown, which is stupid because the chocolate lounge is right downtown. So I'm like, oh man, I deserve a hot liquid truffle. You know, it's stupid. I don't deserve one of those. My mom is so funny. We're really close, but when I was fat, she was scared. She was like, I'll still love you, but you're fucking fat. Like, you need to check yourself, for real. You need to check yourself. No, she loves me. It was just that it was getting really ridiculous. Like, I went to AB Tech and to culinary school, and I ate my way through 2 semesters. Like, I had to drop out of school because it was unhealthy for me. That's the level of, like, unhealthy. But I used to do a lot of, I used to do a lot of fat jokes to, like, feel better about myself, and my mom, she used to, like, say, hey, Kelly, you want to go to eat sushi? And I'm like, oh, yeah, why not? Let's go eat sushi. So I get in the car, and we wouldn't go to sushi. She would kidnap me and take me to Belk. Belk, like, of all places. Like, what is it even there? That nothing. And she's like, pinch my muffin top, like, we're going to buy you some shapewear. And I'm like, I like to look at my belly button, so no shapewear here. I do feel really good about myself, though. Recently, I just signed up for a 0.25K. Yeah, I know. It's very exciting. 0.25K raises awareness for attention deficit disorder, so it's a really good cause. I have been feeling really good about myself, though. I'm getting ready for this summer. I thought about making a dentist appointment, actually. It's been years. And but I'm scared to go to the dentist. It's not because of, like, cavities or whatever, but my dentist has really, really bad breath. Like, his breath, like, it's so bad, I'm dead serious. Like, when I go in there and he's, like, buckling me into the chair, it makes me feel like the chimp getting sent to space. Like, I know shit's not going to end well. Like, after, it's not going to be good. And so he's like, Kelly, it's time to swish. So I'm thinking instantly, like, man, you want to give me a demo on that? Let's go tandem on this. You want to? You first. There, let's go. Anyway, y'all, I'm wearing a rosary. I'm not that religious. Someone gave this to me when someone close to me passed away. And it's funny because I like the necklace. I'm not that religious, but Jesus fell off. He fell off. There's still, like, glue gun marks where his arms were. What happens when, like, Jesus jumped ship immediately? He's like, I can't go out with this girl. Like, this is not, I can't roll with this one. She's too crazy for me. All right, y'all. Well, I'm so excited that y'all are all here. Thank you so much for coming out to Pulp tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get this show started. Are y'all ready for a nice comedy show? Yes? Awesome. I love the energy in here. Your first comic coming to the stage is an Asheville guy. He actually runs his own show a couple Sundays a month at the Watering Hole in Waynesville. Everybody clap your hands for Josh Merrill.
Keep it going for Kelly. Awesome. I think there's a lot wrong with society. For example, I think it's messed up that small children are not allowed to repeat language that they hear on a daily basis. I understand, parents don't want their kids running around, saying fuck in front of their church friends. But how exciting would that be to have, this little ticking F-bomb walking around with you everywhere you go, and you don't know when it's going to go off. And you know what? If you hear the word fuck slip out of a small child's mouth, and you can't at least, giggle about it in private, you're a bad person. And you're probably going to hell. I think it's crazy that people, really get into flavored water. Flavored water is a thing that people get into. Mainly because everything that's not water is flavored water. Even milk is cow flavored water. It's pretty stupid. So, big news. Kelly and, Michelle and Tom, they're not even in here. All right, I'll save that for later. I'll wait till they get back in here. I want to get those fuckers. My family's very religious, and I have a lot of friends on Facebook, who are religious as well. I'm not particularly religious. But this guy posted me he tagged me in a post on Facebook, and, I don't attend church, and I'm not sure what his purpose was, but I'm going to read the post that I was tagged in. If we are Christians, we need to seek God in every ounce of life that we have left. Not the normal westernized lifestyle where things of this world, such as money, jobs, family, friends, security, etc., define us in what we do and our faiths fall to the side. No, God will not take a back seat. This is Jesus speaking. And I'm not trying to undermine what he's saying, but he tagged me in the post. So I had to respond. Comment number 1. First rule of God Club is don't talk about God Club. So she responds, actually, that's wrong. As he said unto them, go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. Whoever does not believe will be condemned. Comment number 2. Second rule of God Club is, ye shall believe in God Club or receive an almighty scissors kick to the face. He responds, sad but true. A little worse than a scissors kick, though. Just remember, Jesus loves you, buddy, and so do I. Comment number 3. Dudes aren't supposed to love other dudes, bro. Don't you read the Bible? That was stupid. There's a lot of stuff going around on the Facebook about gay rights, and I'm all for gay rights. Mainly, it's got to be tough. It's got to be hard, and I say that because people have all kinds of sexual urges. There's really weird fetishes all over the place. Some people like to get it on with stuffed animals. Some people like to fuck their cars. Some people would like to run a train on Thomas the Tank. Oh. But it's got to be tough to get to that point, you know what I mean? To realize, it takes a lot of balls to put your dick in a tailpipe. You know what I mean? So it's got to be tough. Like, I imagine there's somebody out there who, is straight but thinks he's gay because nothing turns him on anymore. So he commits to a homosexual activity. I imagine he's already got the wiener in his hand, and realizes immediately he was wrong. Like, he's got it, he's working at it. Shit. Fucking sucks, man. Fuck. What's up, Al? Michelle and Tom back in here? Yeah. So I see you guys are recently, I've been reading the news. Michelle, how's it going? Hey, how are you? Tom, we're friends, right?
We'll see here.
Okay. Yeah. That was it. That's all I wanted. That's the whole thing. Oh, man. So I work in food service. I'm a waiter, server at a country club. And I hate all of you, by the way. I fucking hate your guts. I fucking hate you. If you golf, too, that's worse. Like, if you golf, don't talk to me. But I really want to quit my job. And I'm no quitter. But I'm cool with getting fired. And I know exactly how I'm going to do it, too. Like, I'm gonna pick a table one day, when I've just had enough. And I'm going to slip the word fuck casually into my conversation. I'm not going to be blatant and obvious about it, I'll, like, say I'm walking up to the table. How's it going, guys? My name's Josh. I'll be taking care of y'all this evening. So can I get y'all something to fucking drink? Sweet tea? Okay, good. And then, just let it rest. Leave it alone. Let them enjoy their meal. Come back at the end of, their meal. Okay, hope you guys have enjoyed your evening. Before you go, can I interest you in some fucking desserts? Huh? He said fuck. I think he said fuck. I'm a twin. I have a twin sister. Hey, somebody, you can clap, I guess, if you want. Whatever. It's kind of sucks. I got gypped. I got half of everything. I didn't even get like a whole birthday cake. I got like a baseball but no participating piece. Like I didn't get a glove or a bat. And fucking balls. And I never had a G.I. Joe, which I think is like a staple for an American childhood. So I would raid my sister's room and steal her equipment and, take her Ken dolls. And it was kind of weird, I had to like induct him like into the crew, go through like the training process. Like, listen, buddy, I know you're used to, like, drinking tea or whatever the fuck it is that you people do over there. But shit's gonna get hairy, okay? You got 2 Batman torsos you have to fight before you take out the Spider-Man and climb the Lego tower where you have to take out the Beanie Baby sniper. And you may or may not have to dodge a BB gun at some point. You're probably gonna be pretty bad at it. So, I was in the gas station recently, and I was getting a pack of smokes, and there's this lady standing behind me giving me shit, telling me that smoke is going to stain my teeth, give me cancer, make my clothes smell. I finally got sick of her shit. I said, listen, lady, my grandfather lived to be 110 years old. She said, did he smoke? I said, no, but he minded his own fucking business. Thanks, guys.
Everybody for Josh Merrill. Nice. All right. Your next performer coming to the stage has his own show on Asheville FM. It's called Your Only Option. It's every Saturday night, 10 to midnight. So I want you to give a big Asheville welcome for my buddy, Ben Atkins.
Thank you. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hello. Hi guys. I'm a bearded American. Please do not discriminate against me. I have a beard, beardist. Bearded? No. I have a beard. It used to be a lot bushier, but then I trimmed it down, and now I look like Alfred Hitchcock. But before that, it was more full. It was fuller, and I realized at that point that I looked like every abusive stepfather in a Lifetime original movie. It's like, you'll do it because I tell you to do it. But I'm a fat creep. Yeah. No, I used to be like when I was young. I was skinny. I was I was 98 pounds until I was like 19 years old. I was skinny, and then I hit that freshman 50, and it exploded. It was an explosion, and now I'm I'm kind of tubby. I have this weird thing about me. It's a strange thing where I have like this strange orbit where sandwiches just sort of get caught in. It's like a tractor beam, and it zips around this area, and it's like, oh, and there's sandwiches, and the more sandwiches, the tougher the tractor beam, and it's just a constant sandwich thing. So many sandwiches. Gotta scale back. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna burn down the Jersey mics. I think that's gonna help a lot for me. I'm a married guy and happily married, so I don't have to worry that much about this anymore. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But my wife and I, we are close. We have a good relationship with each other. We talk to each other, and we kind of just go on. And we have these conversations. Like I'll say to her, sweetie, you know what? I love the fact that you dress conservatively when you're out in town. You're not showing off too much of this area, not too much of this area. But hey, maybe when we're at home together, maybe you show off a little more of this area and a little more of this area. She's like, oh, okay, I get it. You want me to look like a slut? Yes. Yeah, that's. This is something I said confusing. I thought I was fairly clear, and then she goes on Facebook. That's how those conversations usually go. But we've been married for I guess 13 years now, and we don't have any kids. We got 2 dogs, 2 cats, no kids. Thank you for the no kids. You're correct in that. We thought about it for a long time, where we're going to have kids, back and forth. Should we have kids? Should we not? Pros and cons. But the main reason why we came up is with not to have kids is that they live for fucking ever. Come on! Sometimes they even outlive you. That's too much commitment. It's too much. But I love my dogs. I have 2 great dogs. One is named Katie, and the other one's named Tala. And they're nuts. They're crazy, nutty goof nuts. And I love them. I come home, and they greet me at the door, and they're so excited to see me. I'm excited to see them. I look out at them, and I go, hey, sweetie, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. No, that's okay. You don't have to jump up. It's okay. Stay right there. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. No, I don't want you to jump up on me. That hurts. Okay. You stay right there. Hello, 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 hello. No, goddammit, that hurts. Jesus. Hello, hello. I'm an idiot. What is the matter with me? Jesus. God. Why am I like this? I as you get older, you start to get in your, you have your ideas that you have. I have all these things that I enjoy. I enjoy pizza. Like, this is my favorite food. It's very simple. It's a simple food. Pizza. Right? I like rock music. I like indie rock music. That's a simple, straightforward thing. I like my favorite sexual position is in. Right? It's better than out. In is better than out. It's much, and then you do the whole thing, and then there's a whole, and then 2 or 3 minutes later you take a nap. It's how it works. But I'll leave you with this. Keep this in mind. People say that violence is not the answer. I say it depends on the question. Like, say the question is, how did I get this gunshot wound in my chest? Violence might be the answer. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Keep it going, everybody, for Ben Atkins. Who has dogs here? All of you? Yeah, nice. I have a dog, too, and I love my dog. I do the same silly shit with my dog. My dog is so annoying. Like, I live in a one-bedroom apartment. My dog, he likes to lick his paws. He yells, lick the paws. And, like, it's fine because he'll be licking his paws, and I'm like, all right, no licking, no licking. And 5 seconds later, and I'm like, no licking, dude. No licking, for real. And, like, 5 seconds later, it sounds like someone's stirring sour cream behind my head, like, and I'm like, no licking, shit, no licking. And I'm thinking, my neighbors must think I'm a really disgruntled lover. Like really bad. Like, I don't like it, the licking. Anyway. All right. Well, your next comic coming to the stage is a lovely lady. She's been doing comedy for years here on the Asheville scene. She is a Jersey girl. She is the sweetest girl you'll ever meet with the nastiest mouth. Everybody clap your hands for Miss Allie Steinhoff.
How are you guys doing tonight? Yeah? Have any of you... Yeah, oh. Thank you. I broke out my second pair of Spanx tonight. Because they were like, we're simulcasting twice. I was like, oh. Okay. Have any of you heard about people getting roofied at local bars? Yeah, where is that happening? No? I could really use the sleep. That's why I'm asking. I'm sorry. A little bit about me. To me, marriage is the same as prostitution. Yeah, and that it's just not for me yet. Not yet. It's good. I also, like Kelly was saying, I also lost a lot of weight recently. The most I lost in 1 week was phenomenal. I lost about 150 pounds. Oh, I'm sorry, 250 pounds of douchebag. It's a good week, actually. It was 300 if you count the dog. I am counting. Yeah, it was good. No, but I did a little bit of crying, because that happens. And my best friend suggested, she was like, girl, you should go get a cucumber. Yeah. It's like, excuse me? A cucumber? I'm going to go a little higher tech than a cucumber. I have a smartphone and even that vibrates. Let's be real. She was upset. She was like, oh my God, I meant for your eyes. Too late. I feel like that should have been said up front. I work with all guys. I'm a chef during the day, and I told them about that. They were very supportive. My chef, I guess, had snuck in, at the end of the day, I saw in my purse, they had snuck in the largest cucumber I believe I have ever seen. Just a real home wrecker. With a note on it that said, Dear Sugar Britches, that's me. Come back in a better mood tomorrow, love, chef. I thought that was nice. Yeah. Sexual harassment is really what it is, let's be honest. That's what it is. No, but it's good. When I go shopping now, I get to go down a size, like, every time. Isn't that fun, you guys, right, when you do that? Yeah. Until you go bra shopping. No? Okay. Yeah, I went bra shopping the other day. I had to go down, yet another size. And The guy checking me out goes, "Oh, is that it?" And I just snapped. I was like, "It used to be so much more." And then we yelled at a stranger again. In public. Yet again. Yeah, it's getting weird. Tried all kinds of ways to lose weight. I tried running for a little bit. I was like, I'm gonna run, and like tried to get everybody to run with me, including my 70-year-old former boss. She was like, "Oh, sweetie, I would love to run with you, but I can't. My uterus will fall out." Is that a common problem? Okay. Maybe. I'm terrified of getting old. I am so scared. I don't want to go senile. Most importantly, more than that, really, though, I don't want the moments of clarity that comes with it. Does that not terrify anyone else? That one moment when you come to in the old folks' home, just mid-poop throw. Like, what do? You got poop on your hand. I'd say just go ahead and throw it, but it makes me nervous. I tried Zumba. Anybody do that? Zumba is dance fitness. Yeah, I went once. I will never go back. I was out booty shaked by a middle-aged man. I later found out he was a minister. Yeah, bullshit. More like a stripper. He was like dropping it low for the Lord. I can't compete with him. He had the extra added power of Jesus. I'm Jewish. Yeah. Oh. I didn't even have a bat mitzvah because I'm a Jew in the South, and a month before my bat mitzvah, the temple canceled it because my parents couldn't afford a payment. Are you with me? I got Jewed by the Jews. I never got bat mitzvah. Okay, it's okay now, I guess. I now do CrossFit, though. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's great. So many benefits that I never thought I could ever do. I couldn't do a handstand before. Now I can do a handstand push-up. It's amazing. Yeah, you can run really fast. I can climb a rope. I am 100% comfortable vomiting in public now. I don't even hesitate anymore. It's good. I'd recommend it to everyone. That's not nice, I guess. It's not acceptable. Like I said, I work with all guys, and it's desensitized me a little bit. I don't know how to talk to women. I think I'm just too crass and just that little bit over the edge, I think. I lost my filter. I had a guy that I used to work with. One day he showed me a picture on his phone. It's like, here's my new girlfriend. It's his new girlfriend at the time. He says, "What do you think?" What I should have said was, "You could do better." That's constructive, friendly, right? Words that came out of my mouth were, "Ooh, bitch could be prettier." He got offended. They have since married. What do I know? Now, another guy I worked with had asked me for advice. Said he asked a girl if he could take her out to dinner. Her response was she doesn't like to eat. Yeah. I was like, well, okay. I think he got shot down. Yeah, he was like, no, she's into me. I'm like, oh, okay. She's into you. Let's live in that world. Maybe she's anorexic. Maybe she can't go out to eat with you. And he was like, well, she's voluptuous. She can't be anorexic. Maybe she's really bad at it. It's really hard. I got the hang of it for a little bit in high school, but that was right before I started smoking pot. Yeah, I would get stoned and forget to not eat, and that was a mess. I'm sorry. Eating disorders are no joke, and I'm sorry. That was insensitive to some of you that got offended. I want to help somebody tonight. If there's somebody here suffering from an eating disorder, specifically bulimia, please come find me after the show. Really, just don't even wait till after the show. Just come find me. That person I want to help is me. Okay? Yeah. The only way I can make myself throw up is if I see somebody else doing it. I ate a lot of food before I got here. I don't want to lie to you. We don't have much time. I felt some of you tense up with that one. Calm down, it's just food for thought. It's not nice. I don't know. Another guy that I used to work with came up to me one day. He was freaking out. His longtime girlfriend had asked him to choke her when they were having sex. Yeah, he was like, what do I do? Yeah, I was like, first of all, thank you for coming to me. It's very flattering. I thought about it for a second, and I was like, choke a bitch. Right? That guy's with me. Can't even see who it is. I'll find out later. It's okay. No, he was like, oh my God, I don't want to hurt her. I'm like, did I say kill a bitch? The bitch wants to be choked. Like, do you want me to choke her? I'm sorry. That was a joke. I can't choke her. I can't choke somebody. That's silly. My hands cramp. It's insensitive again. Boundaries are something we should have discussed before the show, audience. Okay? So that we didn't cross them. I'm going to start a support group for that joke, okay? It's called Happily Battered Coochies. Yeah. And our motto is going to be, don't be such a pussy. Just saying. Calm down. Oh, that's silly. I recently learned how to give a proper blowjob. Yeah, you just stick your pinky out. Makes it all fancy like. So good. What would you call a male cougar? Male cougar. Yeah. I'm gonna go with pedophile. Alright, well, thank you guys. My name is Allie Steinhoff.
Keep it going, everybody, for the lovely Allie Steinhoff. I work in a restaurant, just like Allie, and just like whoever else was up here talking about it. I work at a breakfast place, and it's so annoying because girls will come in there on like breakfast dates, like Sunday brunch breakfast date, and they're like, I want one egg scrambled, just one egg scrambled. And I'm like, bitch, a house of 3 egg omelet. Like, this is so annoying. Like, don't come into my restaurant and order one egg. It's really infuriating, just saying. I'm really at a short tangent. It's really hard for me because this lady also came in and she was like drinking sweet tea and eating grits, and she was talking to me while she was eating grits, and like she was spitting grits in my eye. There was like grits on her back. And she's like, they named a dish after me. And I don't want to be even honest, like Porky's Revenge, shit. Like, there's grits on your back and there's grits in my eye. I hate waiting tables. Anyway, on that note, we are going to do a raffle really quickly, and then we'll keep the show going. So tonight's raffle is for Asheville FM, and 100% of the proceeds go to them. So I'm going to bring Michelle up, and we'll pull some numbers and get some prizes, and then we're going to keep the show going. All right, we are live, once again, live on Asheville FM and live on IamAVL.com, so let's go ahead and make some noise for everybody at home. Everybody look up there and wave, hello, everybody. All right, let's pull some raffles and keep this show going. All right, first number is 588. 588, who won? Hey, hot stuff, you go to the raffle table. You get yourself something nice. There's an adult coloring book out there. Superwoman wearing pasties. You know you want to color that. Or just get a Snickers. I don't know. Okay. He's pumped about it, I can tell. All right. The next one's 591. 591. Anybody? 591? Sweet. Hi, beautiful. Go to the prize table. You rock. One more, and then we're going to go ahead and get started here. 604. 604? Beautiful. Table, Snickers, awesome. Concert tickets are on the table. We've got t-shirts on the table. There's a Coors Light tank top with a bra inside. Ladies, I'm a redneck, you're a redneck. Let's talk about how redneck we is. Coors Light tank top. I don't know. I just felt like doing that. My dad doesn't love me, so. All right, you guys, I'm ready to keep this show going. Are y'all having a good time? Yes! All right, your next performer coming to this stage is an Asheville guy who's been making his way on the local and regional scene. Everybody clap your hands for Josh Rosenstein.
Keep it going for your host, y'all. Y'all see how big these speakers are? Man, I feel like with my hair and these speakers, it should be a metal show. The devil. That was my metal band for y'all tonight. So my name is Josh Rosenstein. That's Rosenstein spelled Jew. Some of us have Jewish friends and know Jewish names, I guess. Or maybe not. Awesome. So y'all give yourselves a round of applause for coming out to see some comedy tonight. Now ladies, keep it going. Ladies, keep clapping. Now, any single ladies out there, keep clapping. How low are your standards, ma'am? No, just play. Oh, you said very low. Let's talk. All right, my night just got a lot better. Oh man, so I didn't hear what you said. I'm sure you're making fun of me. I'm sure you were right. So this might sound strange to y'all from the look I have going on, but I'm actually a school teacher for my job, despite this Amber Alert Jesus thing I have going on. Or if you prefer, thrift store Charles Manson. But yeah, I've learned that when you look like I do, even when you are, I've been a youth worker for many years, but I know that I should not ever really talk to children that I'm not directly responsible for because of the way that I look. Like, the only time parents are happy to see me is if I'm wearing, like, holding a banjo and working at the summer camp where they're sending their children. It's pretty much everywhere this works. Awesome. Fun times tonight. So, I was at a Panera Bread in Durham, North Carolina recently, and I was just going in there to use the internet. I was just going to buy a cup of coffee. So I go to hand the cashier, a dollar bill for the coffee, and she's like, it's okay. And I walk away thinking, what? And then as I sat down, I realized she probably thinks that I'm homeless. And boy, was she surprised when I pulled out my laptop and started typing notes on that very situation. So I was doing stand-up at a house party recently, and someone spilled a drink on me. And by spilled a drink on me, I mean they were drinking from an open bottle of gin, and they missed their mouth and then spilled most of it on me. And I go to look at her like, hey, man. And she's like, no, it's okay. I don't have to apologize because some went down my shirt. What kind of fucked up drunk logic is that? I spilled on myself as well, so I don't owe you anything. What if people acted like that in everyday life? Like you rear end someone and fuck up their car. They're like, hey, what's your insurance, man? You gotta pay for this. Like, no, sir. You see, my car is fucked up as well, so I ain't gotta pay shit. Or like you call up a former lover and be like, I just found out some news. Kind of have the clap. So you probably do as well. But since I also have it, you can't get mad at me for it. I have to go to that same doctor. By the way, do you want to carpool next week? Maybe get some drinks afterwards? No means no. Okay. Oh, awesome. So, y'all ever been to a 1980s party, 1980s theme party, anybody? Yeah. This is Asheville. Yeah, you have. What do you wear to an 80s party, anybody? Big hair? Right, big hair and like shoulder pads and like neon and spandex. I don't believe that's going far enough. When I go to 80s parties, I do a bunch of blow and start deregulating the economy. Run around with a Ronald Reagan mask on and fuck around with Central and South American democracies. I walk up to someone like, yo man, shouldn't Nelson Mandela be out of jail by now? It's from 1980s. That's what we're always looking for as comedians, that like 4-second delayed. No, and then to continue this attempt at a joke, someone at the 80s party is like, yo man, Megan Fox is really hot. And I'm like, fuck you man, she's a baby. She was born in 1986. Awesome. So, shortly after the film Juno came out on DVD, the girl I was dating at the time bought it for me as a gift. And I thought, wow, that's a really intentional gift based on my film preferences. Or a really shitty way to tell me I didn't pull out fast enough. Some of us know the plot of the movie Juno. Sweet. Awesome. So, I used to be a musician. I used to play a lot of restaurant gigs, which are the absolute worst, but they're some of the only ones that paid well where I was living before I was up here in Asheville. And I used to you have to play covers a lot to people in, pay attention to you. Like, I'd slip in an original song, say, oh, this is an old Bob Dylan bootleg. And then a hipster comes up and is like, man, I'm so glad you played. I really like that song. And it's not like, fuck you, you never heard that song. But I say, oh, thank you, I'm glad someone has good taste. Just hoping they'll drop $1 in the tip jar. That's like selling out for no money at all. And I would sometimes like play like Wagon Wheel and start off like, heading down south to the land of the pines, and see if anyone was listening. I'm coming from the north, because that's how directions work. And if you didn't know that, you should probably buy a compass. And people didn't like that at all. Awesome. So I'm getting ready to get out of here, y'all. But I'm a teacher for my job, and I love the few minutes before class gets started when I can lob like horrible puns at my students and they have to just sit there and listen. Like, we're getting ready to talk about communism and political ideologies, so I said, all right, guys, let's see what you know about communists. What was a communist's favorite fabric? It was linen. Yeah. These get worse. How did the communists do in school? We tended to get pretty good marks. What happened to the eunuch communist? Well, he got castrated. I don't say that one in class. Was the communist healthy? No, I believe he was Kim Jong-il. And then, it's not like he was a good dude. An asshole. But my favorite one was what did the communist name his cat? And my answer to that is Chairman Meow. That's fucking brilliant. I didn't make that up. But before I could get there, one of the kids is like, what did the communist name his cat? Hitler? So which I said, no, that's fascism, but I'm glad that you're paying attention. My name's Josh Rosenstein. Thanks, y'all.
Keep it going, everybody, for Josh Rosenstein. All right. Your next performer coming to the stage is from Greenville, South Carolina. He's an hilarious guy. You're in for a real treat. Everybody give him a warm Asheville welcome for Craig Longino.
Everybody give it up for a nice pair of tits. Thanks. That's an inside joke amongst me and Kelly. That's like one of the first things I ever said to her. You have a nice pair of tits.
And I said thank you.
Because she's polite. So, yeah, I'm a shitty adult. But I was also a shitty kid. I'll give you a story. When I was 6 years old, I had to do a school play. And, my mom and my dad were coming, but my grandpa was coming as well to see it. And right before I went over to where all the kids were, my grandpa said, hey, break a leg. And I had never heard that saying before. And I thought he was actually telling me to break my leg. And I went and told my mom about it. I was like, Grandpa just told me to break my leg. And she's like, no. That's just a saying. He didn't actually want you to break your leg. See, it's not polite to say good luck to someone who's about to perform because that jinxes the performance. So I took that as meaning, okay, so you just say something horrible to somebody. So right as I'm on stage with like 50 other kids, and the kid next to me just looks over at me and goes, good luck. To which I look over at him and go, I hope your parents abandon you. Right? That's a horrible thing to say. But it led to this hilarious performance where 50 kids are singing. There's just one kid crying while trying to sing. I'm children of the future, taste the wild and lead the way. It's horrible. So he's like, people were coming up to me after the show like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know, I just wished him good luck. And he started crying. Yeah, but no, I was a horrible kid, but it's okay because I grew up into a shitty adult. And I'll tell you, I saw a news report that happened like a week ago, and I hate myself, I should mention, and you might have a problem with that, but you're gonna hate me too by the end of this joke. So it was like a week ago, there was this report on television of a girl who got raped by 3 guys who then took pictures of her and then just put those pictures up all around her high school. And then like a week later, she killed herself. Now that is a horrible, horrible story. But like during the news story, what they did was they posted her last 3 Facebook posts and her very last thoughts, her last Facebook post, the last thoughts she left the world with were, my life is like totally ruined now. And my first thought was, well, at least we didn't lose one of the good ones. Yeah, no, I'm on your side. That's a horrible thought to have. That's an awful realization. The day you realize, oh, I'm a horrible person. And it's even worse for me because I can't bullshit myself into thinking that thought isn't true. We didn't lose a good one. We didn't lose the cure for cancer, guys. We lost someone's future housewife. Like I said, I told you were going to hate me by the end of that joke, okay? I just decided, like, I hate myself, you should all hate me too, and we're all on the same page now. It's great. We're going to take a little break. You, sir, what's your name?
Rigel.
My angel?
Rigel.
Rigel, you have a stupid name, sir. You, sir, what's your name? Josh. No, I'm just kidding. Rigel. Rigel. First off, are you gay or straight?
I'm mostly straight. I say
Okay, fuck you. Josh, are you gay or straight?
Straight.
Good, one of the good ones. Not a weirdo. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It was a joke. This is a comedy show. Josh, we're going to play a little game. It's called the Are You Secretly Gay game. Okay. Would you blow a guy? That's it. Would you blow a guy? No? Good. He's straight. It's not a difficult game. I never said it was a difficult game. I got the light. I have this, anybody here ever give themselves a stranger? This girl over here, this girl in the black shirt, she just admitted it. What's your name? No. I'm not going to do that to you. No, for those of you who don't know, strangers when you lay on your arm until it falls asleep, then you jerk off. Gives you all the benefits of being jerked off by somebody else, which is why I invented my own masturbation technique. It's called the reverse stranger. It's where you inject Novocaine into your penis and then jerk off. You know, it gives you all the benefits of, jerking off some other dude. Without the weirdness of people thinking you're gay. God forbid. Wow, I really hate gay people. That is not true at all. Thank you for putting up with me.
Craig Longino, everybody! I don't really know what to say. Usually I do. My mom always wants me to spend the night with her. And I'm 30, so I don't understand, if she's trying to trick me into watching Twilight or something. I don't know what the fuck. I don't want to be mean to her either, but I just tell her the truth. And it's you fall asleep to Lifetime television, and I'm sick of getting raped in my dreams. So it's a real thing. I want to start, Daughters Against Lifetime television. It's a thing, because we've got to protect our mothers. I love my mom. I'm trying to help her out here. All right, Randy, you're yeah. Thanks for caring about my mom. That's real sweet of you.
Probably my age.
Maybe she is. I don't know. I don't know how old she is because I try to ignore her birthdays. No, I don't ignore her birthdays. I ignore my dad's birthdays. Well, I don't. I go to Coinstar, and so I don't technically. The only time I do go to Coinstar, I'm my dad's birthday. Coinstar. All right, well, I am so ready to keep this show started. Are you guys all having a good time? Make some noise. We've got some amazing comics. We've got your headliner coming right up. But first, a good friend of mine, he is a writer for the Asheville Disclaimer. He's hilarious and is an amazing person. Everybody clap your hands for Carrie Goff. Clap your hands, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Craig! Making friends. I love it. He's the one comedian he'll be doing really well and then just look at the crowd and be like, "You're idiots!" God, you're doing so well, Craig. That's awesome, though. Hope y'all are having fun. Give it up for Kelly and Michelle and all the people. I'm gonna drink. So, I have a job, and I was at my job, and this lady brought her baby in to show off at the job, and I was trying to just leave to go to lunch and get by her without being seen, but she saw me, and she was like, "Have you seen my baby?" And I was like, "Fuck." So I went over and I did all like the stuff you're supposed to do. You know, I was like, oh, so cute. What's her name? How old is she? And she started like cooing with the baby, and she like bent over and she said, yeah, Mr. Carey is weird looking. Yes, he is. He is a weird looking man. Yeah. And I was like, I'm right here, lady. Come on, seriously? Like, just because you say something in a baby voice doesn't mean it's not insulting, you know? I should have leaned over and retaliated and been like, whose mama's a big fat bitch? Whose mama's a big, oh, your mama? Your mama's a bitch? Yeah, I didn't know you could insult people through babies. I had 2 of them. I missed that opportunity. I could have been holding a baby and somebody pissed me off like some dude cuts in line at Home Depot. I could have been like, who wants to stick his foot up that guy's ass? Daddy does. The guy's a big dickhead. Hey, back off, man. A baby talking. It's okay. It's between me and the baby. Some space. I don't know. So if you're going to have babies, use them. Use them. My kids are older now, and they're 7 and 9. And there's a game that I found I unintentionally play. I go to downtown sometimes with my kids, and we'll go to a store like Earth Guild, and the game is called How Long Is It Going to Take for My Kids to Piss Off a Lesbian? Yeah. What I do is I'll go into the store and be like, you guys just touch everything, and then I just wait, and the minute I hear this, excuse me, I'm like, boom, 20 seconds. Did it, yes. No, I don't want to buy any yarn. I'm sorry. Sorry, my kids pissed you off. Yeah, that's Asheville. Another thing I heard about that's a little strange is I've heard about people buying $50 cups of coffee. Have you guys heard about this? Yeah, really, really fucking expensive cups of coffee. It's because these monkeys eat these beans, they digest them, they shit out the beans, and the people collect the beans, and that's what they make the cup of coffee out of. And people spend $50 on it, and they're like, oh, it's amazing. There's something about the digestive tract of the monkey just gives it this certain flavor. I'm like, yeah, that's called shit. You're drinking a $50 cup of shit. You paid $48 extra for that. And it just makes me feel like, why am I poor? You know, if people are buying that shit, I should just sell fucking gluten-free bottled donkey farts or something, you know? Someone will buy it. Damn it. Oh. All right, this joke's not going to go well. I was watching this show about humans and animals and how we're superior and, you know, opposable thumbs. I think the tipping point about how awesome humans are is when we started doing anal bleaching. Yeah, because, I mean, seriously, what other animal? Do you know any other animal that will bleach its own anus? Anyone? Anyone? A squirrel can't even reach its anus. Monkey's too busy sticking things in its anus. I know you guys are thinking, well, what about the white-anused whale? Doesn't exist. All right. Unicorns? Sure, they might have a nice anus, but they do that with fucking fairy sprinkles. I don't know. But I think, yeah, humans have reached that point where we give a shit about the state of our anuses, and I find that fascinating, you know? You don't have birds sitting around, like, judging other birds on the state of their asshole, you know? Like, that Mary, she's a sweetheart, but have you seen her asshole? It is totally not white. I'm not inviting her to my pool party. Now, but I guarantee you, at this very moment, there is a human being on the floor of a trailer with her ankles by her ears pouring a thing of Clorox into her asshole. I heard this is what all the movie stars are doing. I'm going to be like Natalie Portman. The whitest asshole in the trailer park. Go humans. Anyone here bleach their anuses? Anybody? Tom? No? Okay, just checking. I have a cell phone, like everyone else, I guess. That's not too fucking exciting. But it does start the joke. I text a lot on my phone, and basically that is how I communicate now with humans. I just text, and therefore autocorrect has become a huge fucking pain in my ass. I don't know if anyone else deals with autocorrect. That's like trying to finish a sentence with a hyperactive moron trying to get that last word in there. That's how I feel about it. Like I'm trying to send a simple text to my friends like, please pick up beer. And I hit B and it's like, bananas! Like, hold on, autocorrect. B-E, berries! Wait, B-E, bees! Beethoven, just fucking wait, autocorrect. B-E-R, beer! Yes, thank you, autocorrect. Then I send it and it's like, please pick up Beethoven. God damn it, autocorrect. Yeah, I just picture autocorrect sounding like, did I finish your sentences for you? Did I do it? Did I do a good glob? Did I do it? Yeah. Yeah, I hate autocorrect. Technology sucks. I think I don't know. The older I get, I guess I'm turning into an old man. I just want to live in a tree and run away from technology. But one of the things that kind of weirded me out, outside anal bleaching, was these guys in Las Vegas invented a robot that you can have sex with. And it's like this gray animatron-looking lady with the legs spread. And like they made it so that it talks to you while you're having sex. Doesn't that defeat the entire purpose of having sex with a robot? You know? Yeah. I mean, and what's it gonna... It's like, you're obviously not high in self-esteem, so you're fucking something that's going, yes, yes, oh my god, you are so big, oh my gosh. And then you're like, I've already finished about 5 minutes ago, Robin. Oh, okay, shutting down. Like, I think it's a bad idea to have sex with your equipment, you know, like, I don't know, your computer. It's bad because this is the future if we start having sex with robots, guys. I'm warning you, because you're the only one, I don't know, I guess maybe Allie might, but... All right, this is the future, right? I just meant like you're vibrating things. Maybe it'll talk. How was your day, Allie? So like, alright, guy. If you're having sex with a robot, right, this is how it's gonna end. Like, you're gonna have sex with your robot, and then you're gonna finish and like hose it down, or whatever it is you do after you fuck a robot. And then you're gonna be walking out the door, and you're gonna hear that same mechanical voice go, oh, are you leaving? Oh, yeah, I was gonna hang out with my friends, robot. Oh, okay, whatever. Wait, are you mad? Do you want me to hang out? I want you to do what you want to do. All right, let's hang out. I want you to want to hang out. Let's hang out, robot. Great, let's watch Downton Abbey. The light. I don't know. I'll end with this new one. You guys ever play sports with someone who yells at themselves in anger?
Yes.
Thank you. God damn it. Okay there. I know it's a room full of comedians. Sports. Fuck you. But yeah, I used to play racquetball with somebody, and he would lose and be like, God damn it, Bob! You're better than this! You're better than this! And I didn't know what to do. I just have to agree. Be like, yeah, Bob, you're fucking better than this. And I played disc golf, you know, and I would just like get high with like a white dude with dreadlocks, and then he'd go out and shank a punt, do the same thing. Damn it, Dakota! You're better than this! You're better than this! I just want to bring that to comedy. Like, I'm going to start doing that. Like, every time I fuck up a joke, I'll be like, Carrie, God damn it! You're better than this! It's dick took, abortion joke, not abortion joke. Come on, motherfucker! All right, that's my time. Thank you. Have a good night.
Keep it going, everybody, for Carrie. Go! Keep it going. Y'all ready for your headliner? Yeah, make some noise, everybody. Your next performer coming to the stage is an Asheville guy. He's been on the scene for many years, and he is my inspiration and the reason I did comedy in the very beginning. He's a writer for the Asheville Disclaimer. Everybody clap your hands for Tom Sheep.
Keep it going for Kelly Rowe, everybody. Oh, and Michelle Sheave, my lovely ex-wife. Keep it going. Yeah. If not for her, I wouldn't be where I am today, which is my main grievance. But it's okay. A lot of people say to hell with my ex-wife, especially after they read aloud my new back tattoo. Thanks. I'm just kidding, she's lovely. I love her. We have a kid together. Hey, when you guys make a sandwich for someone else, do you do the mom cut where you cut it diagonally or the dad cut where you eat 60% of the sandwich? Which one? Which one? Kids say the darndest things when you put coffee in their milk. Just all night long, man. What's up, y'all? How's it going? Randy, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. No one ever asked. Thanks, man. Doing good. You guys all right? You guys doing good? All right, we'll vibe check. You all right over here, man? You doing good? We're all doing good. All right. We're all up to speed. I live here in Asheville. Got some pretty good connections. If you guys need pot or hand-carved bears, hit me up, all right? Need chakra alignment, fresh goat milk, I'm your boy. I'm your boy. You want to join my fantasy life coaching league? Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Zipline traffic was a mess today, am I right? Z240, the main zipline commuter across town, that was all backed out, man. And kind of an Asheville day to day. I woke up, dropped some acid. I was like, I'm gonna climb a mountain. Kayaked up that thing, man. Took a hang glider off of that. Brewed a batch of beer in my hang glider. It's pretty sweet. Dropped down my inner tube. Hit a protest. Chained myself to a bank. It was only 10 a.m. I was like, man, I'm not even peaking yet, dude. It's gonna be a huge day. Still got time to go stare at beef jerky for 4 or 5 hours. Real up close and personal. They did a study. It turns out that people who drive buses for rafting companies are exactly as stoned as we've always suspected. Super stoned. Say, chainsaw artists sure do love bears and eagles, right? I'm crazy about those things. I was driving up around Boone and I saw a tree farm. I was like, man, I'd like to be a tree farmer. Plant your crop and you wake up real early in 25 years, man. See how the harvest came in. Hope you got it right. Hope you got it right. Earlier today I was in my blue jumpsuit twirling a baton and belting out a medley of Beyonce tunes, and I got to thinking, you know what? The flash mob's tomorrow. I did it again. Also got to thinking, you know, a terrible place to have a flash mob? Hospice care facilities. The old ticker can't take it. Can't take it. Knocking them out, Tom. I said, keep that to the sidewalk, man. I've got a sick relative, so I've been using the sick relative excuse to get out of things. Except I've been using the sick relative excuse so much, I accidentally used it when I was speaking to a relative, you know? My brother called me. He was like, hey, man, when are you going to come visit me? And I was like, oh, I would, but I have this relative who's really sick in the hospital. It's touch and go, you know? And he was like, yeah, man, that's me. When are you going to come visit? So, oh, no, there's this cousin you've never met, man. She's way sicker than you. Sorry. You're dead to me, brother. Dead to me. Have you guys ever gotten a voicemail so long that you forget it's a voicemail and you start responding to it? It's the worst, man. I've got this friend who keeps leaving the super long voicemails. Halfway through, I was like, and I was like, come on, like, some of us are getting stoned out here, man. Keep it short on the voicemails. But he was stoned when he left the voicemail, so halfway through he was like, are you there? Are you there? And I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? What is going on? I bought some pot from a younger acquaintance. recently. I was like, hey, man, you don't talk. He was like, yeah, you're cool, right? And I'm like, no, I'm the shittiest undercover cop ever, man. Like, down at the station, they're like, let's send in a 36-year-old with a high-tight haircut and the look of defeat in his eyes, and some Goodwill slacks, and the shoes he was married and divorced in. And let's give him all small bills, real small bills, all ones. Lay the bait. It's like, look, man, I don't have the kind of money that would result in a felony charge even if I was undercover. Like, if you sell pot in $8 increments, I'll take half an 8. I'll take a 4. I just need something for the next 45 seconds. Just trying to get myself down the road, man. Tomorrow can take care of tomorrow. My uncle is a cold case detective. I mean, the cases are white hot when he gets them. He's just a shitty detective. He's never solved a case. Never, ever. People have been asking me, Tom, how would I pursue a career in dishwashing well into my 37th year? I say, well, that's a good question. That's a good question, and I'm qualified to tell you. What you want to do is in your 20s, just kind of take a stoner work ethic mixed with a hungover go-getterism, all right? Spin your wheels for a good decade or so. In your 30s, just start making rapid directional changes in your life without much in the way of thought or really follow through. That's one way to get your zen on in the dish hole. That is one path to zenning out down in the dish hole. I say, Tom, but when I'm 36, won't I be too busy doctoring and lawyering? To pick up a few day shifts washing dishes down at Green Sage? I say, yes. That's one problem with doctoring and lawyering. It is. Same with stockbrokering, heart surgery-ing. They might make you too busy to chill the motherfuck out and get your zen on down in the goddamn dish hole, dog. That's true. Right? Who here works in a restaurant or has ever worked in a restaurant? Yeah? You got, like, there's the restaurants that have front of house, which is like the hostess and the wait staff. In the back of the house, like cooks and dishwashers. You guys, who's in the front of house? Applause. Front of house, back of house. All right, my surlier audience members. Yeah, man. You get caught, whenever you go in, no matter what you're doing, like you take one of those roles, man, and that's your role. Like, I'm the dishwasher, man. That's like the back of the house. Like, even the back of the house isn't talking to your ass. You're like, really? Are you serious? Really? Like a week before you start washing dishes, like some girl comes up to you as a waitress, you're like, yeah, forget about it. You're washing dishes, you're like, how would I ever fuck a waitress? Wow! How am I gonna get a piece of front of house ass? It's a holy grail for a dishwasher, man. That's a long ways to travel. If a dishwasher nails a hostess, man, they'll carve your image into Mount Hobart, man. They will. They'll go down as a legend. Recently found out I was good at reading between the lines when I was doing cocaine off my Kindle. If you're reading a Kindle, like in the airplane seat next to me, I am going to read along with you. Like, I always read aloud. In a desperate whisper. So, you don't mind me desperately whispering along to 50 Shades of Grey. While I remove my seatbelt strap and use the strap to lash your arm to the armrest, then proceed. I like reading tombstones. I'll tell you what you don't see too often on tombstones. Rice Krispies font. It's a fun font. Underrepresented in American cemeteries. Old English and oh, you're dead, oh. Throw a little Rice Krispies. Splash a little Rice Krispies across there. I'm going to just try to piss off my design friends. We go with like Comic Sans or something just to make them mad. Make them mad. Since when you can not smoke cigarettes in the public library? Is that a new thing or no? Don't do that anymore? I was reading to my daughter Tortoise and the Hare, the lesson of which is slow and steady are the keys to victory. I'll tell you who reinforced that lesson to both the tortoise and the hare. Heartworms. 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 Oh. You guys go over to get on like Downtown Books and News and all our used bookstores around there. You guys like bookstores? Readers? Or just lookers? I don't see any evidence of reading. I mean, just lookers. I bet you can read. I'm not doubting it. I didn't mean to judge you. I just haven't seen anyone reading. So the jury's out on whether you guys can in fact read or not. But I'm not above you. I can read for a fact, but I'm sure we all can. All right, moving along. There's no reason to... A lot of times you see a cat in used bookstores. That's why when I find a used bookstore that I support, I just start dropping off stray cats. It looks great. Just upscale. When you see a litter of cats being born in sci-fi, you're like, nice bookstore. Good stuff. Have you guys read this month's issue of Cat Fancy? Anyone else have a concussion? Or no? Oh God! I got a memory foam mattress, and I like lying down in it, and then I'll get up and I look at the impression of my body, and I pretend I'm the Invisible Man having an out-of-body experience. It's blow my mind. Blow my mind. Have you guys noticed how dry underwater sex is? What's up with that? It's not cool. It's the driest sex ever, underwater. Blowing my mind, water. That's a surprise I wasn't expecting. Work has been slow the past couple decades. Is English hiring? Because that's what I studied. Is there a philosophy job fair? Have you guys heard of any? Any? Yeah? You know how hard it was to try to get a date to tonight's show when I'm on my ex-wife's show? It was impossible. Totally impossible. Anyone doing the online dating thing? Oh, no one. Yeah? What side are you on?
I'm sorry. Okay.
Christian Mingle? I'm thinking about joining Christian Mingle. I'm trying to think of what my profile name would be. Would it be The Midnight Man or Mr. Midnight? I don't know. And the tagline would be, I only fuck Christian whores on a full moon. That's... Michelle photoshopped some ram's horns onto my... Yeah, right? No. Yep. Women, like, girls, like, online dating profiles, like, they have all these pictures of, like, here's me climbing a mountain, and here I am, like, sailboarding, and, like, all this. It's like, it looks exhausting to hang out with you. Chill out. Relax. No one wants to do all that shit. Just pictures of hanging out on the couch would be appropriate, sort of. That's it. Oh, man. I haven't been dating, but when you're separated, it's a weird space, and so you don't do booty calls, you do like spooning calls. You're like, hey, can we just spoon for a while? Like, I won't try to fuck you. Can we just try not to fall off the earth? Can we just spoon for a little bit? Or is that cool? Problem with spooning with a pillow is always the inside spoon, man. You need another person to go back and forth. Like, I know I'm 6'4" and you're 5'4", but I want to be the inside spoon tonight. Come on. No? All right, whatever. No, with me? Oh, y'all got your shit squared away, I see. All right, very good, very good. Very good. Anyone cohabitating? Anyone living with a significant other? Really? Anyone ever? Yeah. But we're all now living alone. Is that what's up? Wow. we've all crossed over the threshold, huh? Yeah, getting out of a cohabitation, that's different than like a regular breakup, man. That's a jailbreak, man. Like, you can't just be like, you know what, I'm sick of your shit, and this thing is over, and I need about 2 or 3 weeks to get all my stuff together and find a new situation. Like, you gotta, like, it's a jailbreak. You gotta squirrel all your belongings away in the dead of night, Back in the old traveling trunk you arrived in. No squealing on your intentions, all right? Get it all packed away. Your significant other goes, man, it's looking really clean in here, and you're thinking, you're just looking at your own shit. Mine's... Huh. I guess you guys were on the receiving end, huh? You weren't finding new apartments, you were finding new roommates. All right. Moving right along. You want to have kids in here? By round of silently slumping down in your chairs. Who has kids? Oh, we all do. Excellent. All right. My daughter started kindergarten, and so she had her first school bus ride. We sent her to boarding school, so it was a Greyhound, but still a touching moment. A very touching moment. No, you have to go and pick them up in the car line. And when I'm in the car line, I always like to see another car pull up behind me, because that means I'm no longer the shittiest late parent. And then I can join the other parents when you give little judgmental looks in your rearview mirror, and it comes back your way, and you can be like, yeah, and that guy is the last. What's his problem? Jeez. My kid will be halfway buckled in and the car will be moving by the time he even pulls up to the curb. What's that guy's problem? I wasn't really into Father's Day until I myself became a father. Now I'm really into Father's Day. Probably my favorite mandated holiday of the year, I'd have to say. I dropped a hint to my 6-year-old a couple months ago about wanting a new iPad. So I'm hoping... last year she gave me a hand-drawn card, and I was like, get this shit the fuck out of here, kid. I've done so much for you. Got up in her little goofy grill. It looks just like my grill, it's adorable, but I got right the fuck up in it, and I said, not on my day, you don't. Not on my fucking day. I'm hoping this year, then when I go outside on Father's Day for my morning pee, in the driveway will be a Father's Day sports car, big red ribbon and bow. I don't know, I'm hoping. Oh my Lord. Give it up for Kelly Rowe and Michelle and Slice of Life here. Letting us play. It's been a really good time. I have a friend on. Do you guys have a friend on Facebook? Anyone? And they're always asking for prayers. A lot of prayer requests. I've got a friend, and he was like, "Hey, my mom's sick. She's got a cold, and I was wondering if you guys could pray for her." It's like, "Sure, pal. Dear Lord, please don't let her linger. Snatch her quickly from the earth, my God. Don't make her suffer." Hey, thanks a lot. I'm Tom Sheep. Take care, y'all.
Comics left. We're so glad that you joined us here at Slice of Life Comedy. This is the open mic portion of the night, so we have 5 comics. We'd love for you to stick around, and if you guys have any information about comedy or want to perform, you can shoot me and Michelle an email at sliceoflifecomedy@gmail.com. In your face. All right, you guys feeling good? Ready to keep the show going? Awesome. Next performer coming to the stage is an Asheville guy, and he is making his way on the local and regional scene as well. So give him a round of applause. His name is Josh McDaniels. Professional.
How's it going, everybody? Let's give another round of applause for your host, Kelly Rowe. All right, hi, how are you? It's my first time here. I'm having a fun time. And I wanted to extend the fun by asking you guys a question before I started. Do you guys want me to hit you with farts? Or do you want me to hit you with dicks? It's a real question. Okay, good. You know, I'm glad that was a quiet answer. The last place I was at, a whole bunch of bros in the back screamed, "Hit us with dicks right now!" And I didn't feel safe at all the entire night. Oh my goodness. I work with kids during the day. I know, we've got a lot of people coming up here working with kids. But I was teaching a kid how to write the letter T. It's not too hard, right? It's a cross down and a cross over. Of course, as he was going across, he passed gas. And he's 5, so I didn't hold it against him. But unfortunately, I gave him the face that I would give an adult, typically, which is, in my head I'm thinking, holy shit, warn me next time. It's common courtesy. And I felt bad, because he was obviously scared, and I didn't want him being afraid. I want to teach this boy how to write the letter T. So I got down on his level, and I said, hey buddy, it's okay. It's fine. What do we say when we fart? And he looked at me and went, I pooped my butt? No. Okay. It's all right. I know you might be a little bit nervous. Let's just try this again. Second time, okay? What do we do when we fart? I have pooped my butt. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get farther down on your level here. What do we do when we fart? I have pooped my pants. Okay, forget it. We're going back to the T. I don't have time for this. If you're not going to be serious about it, neither am I. 5 minutes later, I did come to find out he did shit his pants. So that was my fault. And I apologized to him in my head because I didn't want to lose the respect. I wanted to teach him the letter P next. Had to get work done, seriously. Oh, my goodness. So I got a cat recently, a stray cat. Oh, yeah. My friend came over to see the cat, and it's all cute, enjoying the time. She goes, that's so great that you would adopt a cat off the street. You're such a wonderful person. And I looked at her and I said, hold on a second. Before we get on the praise train, let me tell you why I bought this cat. Got this cat because I like to pretend I'm a giant. I like to pretend I'm a giant and chase it through the house like it's Jack stealing a golden goose. And every time it gets away, runs right outside down the beanstalk. Well, I don't follow it because that giant dies at the end. The cat's still alive. I didn't eat it or anything. It's not like an Englishman. I'm sure cat tastes disgusting, though. That's not even fun. Oh, my goodness. I came out of a show on Monday down in Greenville. And as soon as I get outside, this homeless guy comes up to me and goes, hey, dude, I really like your tie. I was flattered. I don't get a lot of compliments for my tie. And he immediately said, do you want to trade? And before I could ask him about the merits of his tie, he said, it's totally covered in cum and sweat. Sound like a good deal? No, I was thinking in my head, that sounds like the opposite of a good deal. So I told him what any sensible person would tell him is, I'm sorry, I can't trade you my tie. This belonged to my dead father. He walked away. He didn't bother me anymore. Not at all. So apparently the kryptonite for getting people to leave you alone when they want to buy your stuff is just telling me you have a dead parent. I don't. It was a total lie. So relax. He's still alive. That same night, I was out going to the restaurant when we were done, and another homeless dude walked right up to me and prefaced his monologue with, I'm not even going to ask you for money. And like a sucker, I stopped because I hadn't heard that one before. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I listened to him, and he said, I've got to get to this bus stop. Okay, I got to get to this bus stop. It's 2 blocks down the road, and could I have some money for the bus? I felt like I had the responsibility to tell him, hey, you said one thing, and then you did the other. You told me you weren't going to ask me for money. That makes you a bit of a flip-flopper. A little bit. And he said, no, it doesn't. And I said, it does. It makes you a flip-flopper just like that pretty set of shoes you're wearing right now. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to give you that. All right, I'll leave you guys with this one. I was at a camp working one year, and we were in the rec room. There were a bunch of 15-year-olds playing Stratego with 5-year-olds. So the rules weren't followed. It was just a lot of... And I thought it was all right until the 15-year-olds started threatening the 5-year-olds with their very lives, telling them they're going to lay waste to their fields, destroy their towns. And so I figured I need to get up. I'm the adult here. I need to stop this. But before I could get over there, one of the 5-year-olds screamed, "I don't think so! We'll rip your dicks off, Americans!" I immediately had to look around the entire room to make sure that I heard that as an adult, and there was another adult that heard it so I could validate it. I found the one other guy who heard it, and we immediately got right close to each other and started whispering, "Look, I just heard that kid. Did you hear that kid?" "Yes, I heard that kid. He just threatened every dick in America. What do we do about this?" "I don't know. It's not in the book. We should tell an authority figure." "We are the authority figures. Let's just ignore him. Maybe he won't threaten us. Let's just leave it alone. Sweep it under the rug. It'll be okay." Thanks a lot. I'm Josh McDaniel.
For Josh McDaniel. All right. A couple comments left. Your next comedian coming to the stage was originally just a fan of comedy, and now he's a huge part of our comedy scene. I want you to give a big Asheville welcome to Ryan Folks. Clap your hands, everybody.
Hey, thanks, everybody. Keep it going for Kelly. So I realized the other day that I'm not using credit cards the right way. A friend of mine was like, "Yeah, I keep one for emergencies. I pay it off every month, you know." And I was like, "Oh, that's not what I've been doing at all." I thought the way that a 20-something responsible user credit card was to just max it out and hope for the best. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever bawled so hard that motherfuckers want to fine you, but that shit is crazy. But like, it's still a pretty manageable amount of debt. I have a lot less than most of my friends do in student loans. The difference is that they all have college degrees, and I have an iPad and a drinking problem. Yeah. But no, like I do make pretty decent money at work. The other day I got a $500 bonus for doing nothing. So naturally I found myself in the champagne room later on that evening. And for those of you that don't know what the champagne room is, that's where sad men go to pay $500 for an over-the-pants hand job. And like that actually got me to thinking, like, I don't understand how women deal with penises, because I've got a pretty close personal relationship with my own, and I'd say I'm still pretty disappointed in what's going on down there at least about half the time. Like, sometimes you'll just be going to the bathroom like, I'm no doctor, so I don't know what a botched circumcision looks like, but like I'm pretty sure that's what's happening down there right now. If you guys couldn't tell from that last joke, I've been single for about 3 years, and the other day I was wondering, like, aside from the mutilated penis, maybe why that could be, and then later on in the day I was actually talking to a girl, and I think I've got it figured out. She was telling me she had just seen the movie The Dark Knight, and instantly I was like, I think you mean The Dark Knight Rises? The Dark Knight was a much better film that came out several years ago, and here's the movie. Like, and that's it. That I've pinpointed it. That's why I haven't had a girlfriend in 3 years. Another decent reason, we were down in South Carolina the other day for a show, and this girl comes up to me afterwards and she goes, hey, you kind of look like that guy from the Harry Potter movies. And for a second I deluded myself into thinking, like, you know, you do kind of look like Daniel Radcliffe. She goes, no, the one that ended up being the rat, Peter Pettigrew. Like, in a series full of snake people and ogres, I'm still somehow several notches below that at rat-faced traitor. I used to date this girl that was really, really into comedy, and like we both would ride around on the weekends and listen to stand-up albums, and like I think half the reason I got into this is just so that I could get really good at something that she loves so she can't enjoy it anymore. Like, it was either that or start a Radiohead cover band, and who has the time or the patience?
Like a lot of kids, I had a really terrible taste whenever I was growing up. And I watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live in concert film coming out of their shells so many times that my dad had to institute a ban on it when we went to the video store. Like, I could have more easily gotten away with renting a porno at age 7 than that goddamn turtle movie again. But for those of you that have never seen it, basically some guys in turtle costumes come out and sing a bunch of terrible songs. And then a guy in a Shredder costume comes out, chases them around, also sings some terrible songs. Basically, it's just a lot of terrible songs. After the applause dies down each time, one of the turtles will go, "Thank you, we love you, thank you, we love you," in what seems like an endless loop for about a minute and a half. And my dad had to watch that so many times as a grown man that I'm kind of surprised that he still loves me. The other day, I'm a pretty big nerd, but the other day this guy that I work with, I was coming out of work and he was showing another coworker an alphabetical list of every video game he's ever owned. I was like, dude, I kind of want to punch you in the face right now. Like, you might want to tone that down a notch or two. All right. So, that's just going to be that's the theme for the night is, So the other day I found myself wandering around the Biltmore Square Mall half drunk at about 3 in the afternoon because that's where my life is right now. And for those of you who haven't seen the Biltmore Square Mall recently, it is a sad state of affairs. There's an arcade where none of the games work, and a Dollar Tree for some reason, and I'm pretty sure Santa's Village is still up. There's an old man there, no costume on. He's just waiting for some children to come by. And there's this one business there that looks like they've been closed for about 2 years, and they were kind enough to leave their sign up so you could see why they failed as a business. They were called Totally Christian Karate. Yeah. How's that even supposed to work? Like, well, Billy, if somebody tries to hit you, you turn the other cheek. And here's your black belt. That's all we got for you. And I think that'll do it for me, too. Thanks, everybody.
For Ryan Folks. Buddy. Awesome. All right. Your next comic coming to the stage. This is his very first time doing comedy. We are so happy that he's here to do this here at the Pulp Lounge. Everybody give a warm Asheville welcome for Curtis McCarley. Make some noise, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for having me. Nice to be here this evening. I'm very excited. That Red Bull just wore off. I'm very excited this evening. I'm having cake next week. Yeah, it's going to be an anniversary type deal, so I'm very excited to have cake. And, oh, Curtis, you could do better than that. So anyway, I'm having cake, and I want it to be real cake, like yellow cake with the vanilla icing, not ice cream cake, because I'm sick of people always doing ice cream cake. Because it's not natural. It's really not natural. Because cake should be cake and not ice cream pretending to be cake. It's like the bastardized child of Sara Lee and Ben and Jerry in some weird kind of sweet threesome. But it's going to be the 6th anniversary of having both my hips replaced on the 23rd, which is a very unusual experience. And if they ever give you the option to have your hips replaced, don't do it. Definitely don't do it. It was both of them were out at the same time, and so it was either one of two choices. Either you could have one done and walk in a spiral for about a year until it heals, or you could have them both done and just hate yourself for the decision. So I still was kind of uncertain, so the doc says, here, watch this. We've filmed it, and so you can watch exactly what we're going to do to you. I said, all right, this is kind of cool. So, take it home, pop it in the player. All right, we're going to start today, and it's like Bob Ross is doing the surgery. We're going to start with some happy little cuts, just some happy little slices down the thigh, and then, oh, look at that, it's the bone, it's the femoral head. Oh, God, what are you doing? So I take it back to my doctor. I can't even look him in the eye at this point because it was a ball gag short of being a snuff film. I swear to you. It's like, what are you doing next? Well, I'm going to go see my orthopedic surgeon / smut dealer, you know. So I go through the surgery. It was nice. They wake me up about 2 days later because I almost lost all my blood, which was really awesome. Because no amount of drugs can ever compare to losing half the blood in your system because you're not just somewhere else. You're somewhere else about 3 different places all at once. And then you finally wake up and you come to and they go, stand up. And you go, no, Stephen Hawkins is my new hero, so I'm just going to lay here for a little while. And I'm just going to, kind of hang out. But it went very well, obviously successful. I'm still walking and I'm going to have cake for that. So, because I was young, I still need to get out. I need to see the world. I went to a party a couple weeks ago, great party. It was a bonfire type party. You got to have fun at these things. I'm only 28. And so it was a great time. This girl comes in, a very cute girl, looks like Alice in Wonderland, like a gray skirt, white sash, beautiful girl, comes in with her boyfriend. Okay, that's not a major problem. I mean, there's alcohol involved, and I might still have a chance. It's cool. We'll call her Ashley. All right, so Ashley comes in with a boyfriend. So I'm talking up Ashley a little bit. Well, the boyfriend's totally cool. Boyfriend here, Ashley here. He's totally cool with it. I'm like, okay, this is kind of wild. He's starting to get, in the conversation a little bit, but doesn't seem to mind. I'm like, this is weird. I'm talking up this girl right in front of him. He's totally cool with it. She goes to get a drink, so he and I, we start bonding a little bit. Music, some plays, stuff like that. But he gets up to freshen up his drink. So I lean to the person next to me because I want to know how involved they are. Because if she, if they've only seen each other a week or two and she gets really drunk, I might still have a chance. So things are looking up. So I lean over and say, hey, this girl, how long have they been dating? Not her boyfriend, her gay coworker. And I realized what had happened about about 15 minutes prior to that is he was flirting with me. Because I know when I'm being flirted with a guy. But the thing is, I think I was flirting back just a little bit. So he comes back. I don't want to be rude. Not at all. So we're still talking a little bit. And I admit I was a bit of a hussy. I was kind of flirting back a little bit too. Because I'm a tease. I am. What can I say? I can't help it. Then his boyfriend shows up. And I know it's his boyfriend because, I know it was his boyfriend. So, and he walks off like I'm nobody. And the normal reaction, okay, relieved, start working on this girl, hey, you need another drink? But I felt hurt. It was a very adverse reaction because the boyfriend shows up and he's been talking to me for like 15 minutes and then boyfriend shows up, I'm chopped liver. It's like I'm nothing, typical male behavior. All interested, that's fine. Because a cute girl was squinting at me from across the fire all evening until I discovered she was Asian. But it's so. But I had to back off the drink. I didn't have anything to drink that night because I really had to back off. I made this decision, made this pact with myself when I landed in rehab for alcohol abuse. And that was a major decision because my neighbor got tired of me dumping on his lawn. And I wish that were a joke, but he had a swing set, there was a place to squat, it was graphic. So I'm not gonna condone drinking. I'm not gonna say go to rehab. I'm not gonna, advocate that at all. But it wasn't bad, and I'll tell you why. It's all the ice cream that you can eat. Let me say it again. It's all of the ice cream you can eat. Just ice cream, no cake, just ice cream. But if you want a cake, they might bring you some if you, threaten to hurt yourself. I don't know exactly how that worked, but it was chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. You could even have a Napoleon if you wanted. No, Neapolitan, not a small French guy. I wouldn't eat that. But it was great, and there was coloring. You get to color a bicycle. It was a lot of fun. But my favorite part of rehab, and I can't mention names because I signed that confidential I signed. God, dude, I signed that piece of paper. Redhead. I love redheads. Sorry. Beautiful red hair. Gorgeous girl. Little slits of the sky cut out, glued to her eyes. Beautiful girl. We kind of hit it off a little bit. Beautiful, bright smile. And I got to thinking, this can't work. I can't get her number. I can't follow this up. Because what if we got together? What if we fell in love? What if we got married? What if we had a kid? One day that kid would come up and want to know, Daddy, how'd you and Mommy meet? Well, son, I'm glad you asked. I was a recovering alcoholic. Your mother was a morphine addict. It was love at first rehab. Hey, where else do you meet girls, right? But I'm going on to the next bit, which is, can't read my writing. I knew, it was time to go to the rehab bit. And here's your public service announcement for the evening. Don't drink and drive. I would not glamorize that kind of behavior. Don't advocate it at all. Don't drink and drive. It's very bad. Because eventually you're going to get caught. And it's never good. You get pulled over. The only good part about that was the probation officer, who was also a redhead. But she was a redhead that carried a sidearm. And I know that really shouldn't appeal to me, but I've never been pistol whipped before, but I'm pretty sure if you do it right, it sounds like a pretty good time. Thanks for listening to me. My name's Curtis.
Clap your hands, everybody, for Curtis. Yes. Curtis, I think it's pretty badass that we're live on the radio and live on the web, and it was your first time, and all 36 of your friends are here. So thank you guys for coming out. We have one more comedian left. He's one of my favorite comedians. He's an Asheville guy. He runs comedy at the Bar of Soap every Friday night. Everybody clap your hands for Jason Webb.
Thank you guys so much. I'm glad y'all were here. You guys ever hang out with your friends in your apartment and eat Ritz crackers? I have like no ingredients for anything in my apartment at any given time. When I have friends over, I can offer them Ritz crackers with ranch, and that's all I have to offer them. Okay? Like my friend came over the other day. I was like, I have the ingredients for a grilled cheese. You want grilled cheese? He's like, dude, I've been wanting a grilled cheese for like the past week, and I'm too lazy to do it. Could you make me a grilled cheese? I'm like, yeah, man. And I go in there, I'm like, I'm a good friend. I go in there and I'm like, I don't have bread. Hey, Ryan, I don't have any bread. So you just have butter and cheese? I just have cheese. What's it gonna be, mate? I just go into those Australian accents all the time because I hate them so much. But, like one time, I actually did have all the ingredients for a grilled cheese, but I was too drunk to actually do anything about it. I was like, man, I want a 8-cheese grilled cheese. That sounds like the best thing ever. So I go in the refrigerator and I just have like Kraft singles. So I like put 8 Kraft singles on some bread and I toast it. And I bit into it and I realized that I only remembered to unwrap one of them. Okay? And I got livid. I go into the bathroom, I throw it in the toilet, and I was like, you taste like shit and you will be treated as such. I got a lot of cheese material. This is ridiculous. Still got more. I hate South Carolina. Absolutely despise the place. South Carolina is where people go after they've written bad checks in every other state and got kicked out. Okay? The roads in South Carolina are awful. Okay? And it's because of their stupidity. Alright? They had money to fix the roads, but they decided to spend it on novelty water towers. In Gaffney, South Carolina, there's a peach water tower. And somebody flushed in the toilet. That's good to know.
Water for the tower.
Water for the tower. And it's a peach. And so the town got together. They're like, yeah, man, these roads are getting pretty bad. They're killing like a lot of people. So we need to like patch these up. We have the money. Let's go ahead and do that. The mayor's like, no, I did a doodle the other day. And I think we need to have a big peach water tower. Why would we do that, Clifford? Why would we do that? They're killing people. The roads are killing people. Well, I mean, it's a novelty water tower, so people will come from all over to see it. Tourists equal money. Money equals better roads. And I get my peach water tower, bitch! And they get the peach water tower. But, like, nobody goes to Gaffney, South Carolina to look at the peach water tower, okay? You're getting gas, a nice family. Oh, honey, look. It's a peach. Isn't that cute? Oh, what? What's that? That 3 weeks I've been saving up for the past 2 years at work, you won't spend that in Gaffney, South Carolina looking at a peach? I was saving that for our Paris trip, for our anniversary, just get away. Bring the whole family, you say. Okay. I work hard at a shitty job to support you and the kids in the back seat. And you want to spend my 2 weeks here in Gaffney, South Carolina, eating at a sagebrush looking at a peach? You're an awful wife. I'm leaving you. Kids, I hope you starve to death while you live with this old, haggard, goofy bitch of a wife I have. Good luck at the orphanage, because she's not going to be able to do anything, because I've been supporting your ass this whole time. She can't even apply for a receptionist job. She hasn't been near a typewriter in years. I'm going to be sitting at home with my friends eating Ritz crackers. Every year, novelty water towers destroy 122 marriages. They orphaned 1,262 children. 5,848 children die of starvation every day in South Carolina because of a giant peach. It's not even edible. They look at it, their mouth waters, they can't do anything. It's full of water that they don't need because it's not clean, because it's in South Carolina. Thank you, guys.
All right, everybody, clap your hands for Jason Webb. And keep it going, everybody, for Asheville FM and for IamAVL.com. We just want to thank you for simulcasting tonight, and thanks for coming out. We so appreciate it. You have a beautiful night. Thank you.